everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's Christine, and I'm here to do my weekly wrap-up. Very hot again. We get like little reprieves from the heat for like a day, and then it comes back. It's like 11 o'clock here this morning, and it's already like 30 degrees. So, yeah, it's warm and muggy and sticky, and yeah. So anyways, the first book I finished this week was the buddy read I did with Alana from Alana Reads, but she doesn't make any videos anymore, which I wish she would. But it was Unbound by J.R. Ward, and it's book 5 in the Black Dagger Brotherhood. We love this. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 5. It's Vicious's story, and even though I know a lot of people don't like the ending, I didn't mind it. It was different. I can't say too much about it. It's vampires killing these lessers because the lessers are trying to kill them, you know, sort of deal. But yeah, like the ending, like I won't give any spoilers, but you really feel bad for Vicious because he went through a lot of crap in his life, and in a way he gets what he wants, and in a way he doesn't. So it kind of, you still feel bad for him. So yeah, loved this series. And then I read, oh, and that I got, that's for the I didn't do it for the Triple RC. I did it for the Summer Romance bingo that's Sarah from Not Just Romance Novels, and her channel will be linked below. But it's a Goodreads group, and I think I read it for this one. Yeah, I just haven't written it in. Paranormal Romance. And then I also used this on the, I forget the name of it, but it's another challenge in the Triple RC group on Goodreads, and it is Worldwide Romance Reading. It'll all be below. It's a quarterly challenge. You have to read, you can read up to 35 books with challenges, or not challenges, but by subject, and there's 5 bonus. So I've got that one for, I think I put that one for paranormal as well. Anyways, so one of the challenges on that was LGBTQIA. I don't know what all of them stand for. I know LGBTQ, you know, but plus. And so I picked up Brokeback Mountain by Annie Proulx. Did I give this a 4? Or maybe a 3.5? I mean, it is short. It's only like 55 pages. And if you've seen the movie, you pretty much know what is in here. But the movie has a little bit extra to it, and I think I was basing my rating on having seen the movie before I read the book, or short story. And it's 2 cowboys in the 60s, late 50s, early 60s, and they become lovers, but they each get married to women and have children, because back then that was just no, that was a taboo. So I think it was tastefully done. I wanted more of it. I think the short story was a little bit rushed. There wasn't as much to it. Yeah, I wanted more. It's plain and simple as that. And then I finished The Body Finder by Kimberly Derting, and I used this for my Triple RC. I might have used this for the Summer Romance and the quarterly challenge. I'm not sure. I read this in almost pretty much a day. And this is a story about a teenage girl who has always been able to see or sense dead bodies that have not had closure. Not ghosts, but she could, like, if she's walking in the woods and anything that is buried, that had been buried there, that had been murdered, like animals killing other animals and burying them. Sorry. She gets like an imprint of it, so she gets a smell off of them, or a sound, or colors. So she might see green coming out. Sorry. And she can associate who killed them. So if she were to see a man walking down the street with green coming off of him, she'll know that that's who killed that person, because no dead body has the same scent, sound, color, whatever. So she's trying to help find this murderer, because she lives in a small town, and young girls are getting taken and murdered. The thing I like about this is you get the perspective from the murderer as well. So there's chapter numbers, and then every so many chapters there's just a point of view of the murder, and there's no chapter number. It's got a heading instead, and I really like that, because then you get to see how things are from both sides. So I gave it a 4. I'm going to continue, and there is a romance in here, and I know a lot of people complain that it focuses on the romance and not the murderer, but you got to keep in mind this is a 16-year-old girl looking for a murderer, and her uncle is the chief of police. So people close to her, like her uncle, her dad, her mom, and her best friend that she falls in love with, all know her little secret, but that's it. Nobody else knows. So yeah, and I used this one for the challenge on the RRC, Best Friends to Lovers. So I will be continuing on. And then the last book I finished was Sea of Love by Susan Donovan. This was hilarious. This was funny. And this is about a girl coming back after a failed relationship with a man to her, like, she's from a small island community. And they have this mermaid festival because the founder of the island believed in mermaids. It's described in here. So they have this mermaid festival every year, and these kids grab a single man, make him kiss the mermaid statue, and he's supposed to find his true love as long as he has an open heart about it. Well, this is what happened to her 2 years previously, 3 years previously. 2 years ago, her world imploded, and she came back to this island. And it's on the outskirts of Boston. So, of course, there's this development that wants to buy out the hotel, the B&B that she's running, because her parents own it. And the whole island is pissed off at her mother, because she's the only holdout for this big casino resort. And so they send a headhunter, pretty much, to try and convince the mother to sell. Well, of course, he's the man grab that the kids grab and make him kiss a mermaid statue. It's cute. And if you hear that whining dog, please ignore it. It's the neighbor's dog. Yeah, so I was laughing out loud with this. It's funny. It's got that quirky, like Dorinda Jones kind of humor. And yeah, so it's funny. I think I ended up rating it a 5. I did love it. Even though you really wanted to hate the guy who comes, because he's there for an ulterior motive. And sorry about all the dings. It has to do with my testing. So anyways, it's gonna drive me nuts. So yeah, you want to root for him, but you don't, because he's there for the wrong reasons. You know, that's the whole point of the story, though. So yeah, I'm going to continue on with this. So currently I'm still reading that keto book. I haven't started yet to follow it. I have other things going on. So yeah. But I am currently reading Sixth Grave on the Edge by Dorinda Jones. And I don't normally do this. But it made me laugh so badly, or so much, that I even read this to my husband, and he thought it was funny too. But it's the first sentence in the book, and it doesn't give away anything. It's a girl, a mocha latte, and a naked dead man walk into a bar, I said, turning to the naked dead man sitting in my passenger seat. Yeah, and that's the type of stuff that's in these books, and it's hilarious. She's quirky. It's the story of Charlie Davidson, Since this is book 6, I can't go into detail, but she's a Grim Reaper. She's a private investigator, and she's dating a demon. So, yeah. But before I read this, that's right too, I read 2 short stories, 5.5 and 5.6, which are Shimmer and Glow, that are by Dorinda Jones, and they are on her website, and they're just little snippets of one scene that takes place at Christmas time. I can't say much about it because it's a very distinctive spoiler for book 5. I gave Shimmer 3 stars. I gave Glow 4 stars because it is Reyes's point of view of that scene, but you get a little bit more in depth with how he's thinking and how he's feeling. And yeah, I liked it. It was a little bit longer, and it wasn't even really a short story. It was like a 10-minute read, you know. So yeah. So I'm currently reading this, and so what I'm going to be picking up this week, I have no idea, but I might feel like some nonfiction, and I've talked about this book before in this family. It's called The Black Donnellys, and it's The Donnellys Must Die by Orlo Miller. It's a family in Lucan, Ontario, that they were from Ireland, and people pissed them off, so they retaliated, and when they retaliate, they do it like a double back. So eventually the whole town, the entire town killed the entire family. So yeah, I think I might want to read that, although I'm not sure. It's got a lot of like newspaper articles about them, and so yeah, but it'll probably be intermittent throughout the week. Then the other 5 books I still have to read for my RRC challenge for the month are Undead and Unwed by Mary Janice Davidson, and it's book 1. I think it's just the Undead and Unwed or Undead series. So there's that one. There's A Marine for Christmas by Beth Andrews, and I could use this for my summer romance, I think. And the big quarterly challenge, because it's a Marine. So there's that one. Dad in Disguise by Kate Little. This has to do with hugging. So that's RRC. Just a regular monthly one. Lethal Lover by Laura Gordon, and that's to read a book with a naked guy on the front. And A Touch of Persuasion by Janice Maynard, and this is book 2, I think, in the Men of Wolf Mountain. I read one last month or 2 months ago. So there's that one. So I might pick up other stuff. I might not. We'll see. So that is my weekly update. This week I might have extra testing because a girl is out because one of her friends has died. So we'll see how my reading goes. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these, if you're doing any of the challenges. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.